Meanwhile, the federal government has predicted heavy rain and flood in 30 states and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The high flood risk states are Abia, Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Bauchi, Bayelsa, Benue, Borno, Cross River, Delta, Ebonyi, Edo, Gombe, Imo, Jigawa, Kebbi, Kogi, Kwara, Lagos, Nasarawa, Niger, Ogun, Ondo, Osun, Oyo, Rivers, Sokoto, Taraba, Yobe, Zamfara, and the Federal Capital Territory. The Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Joseph Utsev, said coastal and riverine flooding would be experienced in some parts of the south-south geopolitical zone of the country due to a rise in sea level. Among these states are Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, and Rivers, while Akwa Ibom and Edo falls under the high flood risk states. Speaking during the public presentation of the 2025 Annual Flood Outlook by the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, NIHSA, in Abuja, the minister disclosed that flooding remained one of the most devastating natural disasters in Nigeria, with climate change accelerating its frequency and severity. He explained that 1,249 communities in 176 local government areas across 30 states and the FCT fall within high-risk flood zone this year, while an additional 2,187 communities in 293 local governments face moderate flood risks. Key risk areas include Abia, Benue, Lagos, Bayelsa, Rivers, and Jigawa, among others.
Generally, the 2025 Annual Flood Outlook forecast shows that 1,249 communities in 176 local government areas in 33 states and FCT fall within the high flood risk areas, while 2,187 communities in 293 local governments in 31 states of the Federation, including FCT, falls within the moderate flood risk areas.
To improve early warnings and response system, this year's A4 introduced a community-based flood forecasting approach rather than just general prediction. Forecasting are tailored to specific communities, enhancing actionable communication and preparedness at grassroots level. The Director General of NIHSA, Umar Mohammed, noted that this year's flood forecast goes beyond mapping local government areas and now identifies specific communities at risk.
Strengthen resilience of the communities and provide policy makers and disaster risk managers with timely, precise, and actionable flood risk information that empower them to take proactive measures for protecting lives, livelihoods, and properties during flood events. To facilitate flood disaster management strategy, the 2025 AFO was segmented into 3 major publications. The first one is flood forecasting, which gives an overview of the 2025 flood scenarios. The second one is flood risk communication. This document that expresses necessary communication modes for translating flood occurrences into action